Hello, my name's Irrelevant, and it's time for dessert. Now let's talk about dessert for a moment. Sometimes when you find yourself the bachelor, there are certain foods you just don't get to eat anymore. Like pie. I do enjoy pie sometimes, but unfortunately I don't want to be eating it all week long. Brownies. You want a tray of brownies? No, I don't want a whole tray of brownies. Sometimes I just want a brownie. And that's what we're gonna do here today. This is my small batch peanut butter brownie recipe. I've gone ahead and scaled back a brownie recipe for my own purposes and for the benefit of others, and well, it's pretty great. Are you excited? I'm excited. I'm always excited. No, I'm not always excited. In this horrific time of isolation, what is there truly to be excited about? Fucking brownies, bud. That's what I'm going to tell you right there. So, let's see if I can remember how to do this. We're going to have 2 tablespoons of cocoa. Cocoa. You know, there's a lot of funny things out there you can buy that are chocolate, but if you just have yourself a good old fucking thing of cocoa, you can actually do a lot. Hot chocolate, brownies, faux chocolate, whatever. Now we are going to need a 1/4 cup of sugar. And unfortunately, this is the last of my sugar. Taken straight out of the dish. I think tomorrow's coffee is going to be a bit dark. Oh, until we meet again. I don't know where, I don't know when. Now we're going to get that going. Now, one of the secret ingredients I have going on here is peanut butter, right? Normally brownie recipes have, how do you call it? Normal butter, sometimes of the unsalted variety, which is funny because they tell you to add salt to the recipes often, so it's like, well, why don't I just use the salted butter, bud? Like, maybe skip the middleman or what? Now, the problem with peanut butter is it's a pain in the ass to combine. So, specifically, I like to use Bulk Barn peanut butter. Bulk Barn peanut butter is a lot runnier, I find. And since I only really take peanut butter seriously as a dessert condiment, well, it's great. It's like having a peanut butter syrup. And of course, it's a hell of a lot easier to meter and combine into a recipe. So originally when I came up with this recipe, I used coconut oil. I 1-to-1 substituted the butter the recipe called for coconut oil. And it was fucking amazing, I tell you what. It was like this toasted coconut lava cake. Because you know how coconut oil is, it's so runny. The center would be all moistly. Oh yeah, peanut butter. Didn't I learn from that mayo incident? Freaking hell, bud. Get in there. So we're gonna start to attempt to combine this. And sometimes it's a pain in the ass, so you might want to go ahead and throw in your egg right off the bat. That'll make stuff a lot more moistly, so it can be combined easier. Oh damn, I think I got a shell in there. Oh well, it'll add some texture. Now, you're not making something like this without a bit of flour. And you want to be careful of your sequence, you see, because I've already soiled my tablespoon with peanut butter, so it would be very difficult at this point to dig out some flour. So I've pre-measured it. As you can see, it takes slightly more combination than other recipes. Not to sound too gross, but this was the crunchy peanut butter, so it looks a little bit the same now as it's going to coming out. Now, I've gone ahead and pre-lubricated my baking implements, so you don't have to watch me butter my dishes again. These are, ooh, they say 5 on them. 1 cup Anchor dishes. These little freaking cuties are so handy, and they're just perfect for this. So, we're gonna put 1 for you, 1 for me, 1 for you, 1 for me. Oh, it's time to get the scrapings in. The scrapings. I think I might have this a little unbalanced. And now we just have to kind of mash it in there. I can do this a lot better when the camera's not on me and I can take my time. Right now, things are a little bit haywire. And we'll put a little bit of that in there. Oh, are you ready for this? Well, one of the great things about these Anchor dishes, right off the bat, you're going to notice something. 1 for me, 1 for the lady, if there was one. Otherwise, these handy little puppers right here come with lids. And you know what I do with this now? I stick her in the fridge, and in a couple of days, I can stick her in the oven, and then I have myself a fresh baked brownie. But now, we are ready for the oven. And if my notes are correct, which they could be a bit off, as I may have amended them without actually writing it down, it is going into the oven, 350 for 15 minutes. And once again, we wait. Yo, shit. My cable's all twisted. My cable's all twisted. My cable's all twisted. My cable fucking... Alrighty then. Oh, ho, 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 ho. She's a sizzler, bud. She's a sizzler. Now these ones tend to stick a little bit more. They take a little bit more coaxing to get out of the dish. And they're harder to grab too once you friggin'... Well, we're gonna have to get a little creative here. Oh, I'm sure we've all made brownies before. We know what the deal is. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, try not to burn yourself, bud. This thing's freaking hot as freaking... All right. It doesn't look the most presentable, but it's gonna have to do. And posted. Oh, would you look at that? Would you look at that? Just look at it. Oh, would you just look at that? Ho 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 ho. Mmm. Now you know you can have just one brownie. Don't know if this video was as funny as the last, but I do hope it was informative. I'm out. Kitty? No, Kitty, this is my brownie. No, Kitty, you can't have any, Kitty. Kitty? Nico-san?